Hey boys and girls, the Junkman here with another detailing related video. And this time we are going to talk about recording painted pillars. We're actually going to do the B pillars on this car. Now, a couple of things you want to pay attention to before you get started. You want to make sure that you mask off all of the rubber trim. You don't want to get polished, because some polishes are very hard to get out of that plastic trim if you get it in there. So we want to mask that off. There are some polishes like Optimum's Hyper Polish line that if you get that on the rubber trim, it's no problem. It wipes right off. So we're actually going to be using their Optimum Polish 2 to take the scratches out of these B pillars. Now, one of the things I want you to notice, this right here is the seam for where the door opens. So as I buff there, I'm not worried about pushing polish into the seam, but I do want to pay attention around the other edges, and when I buff, I want to make sure that I stay in the middle till I get the polish good and liquefied, and then I can start working my way out. It's the same way I've shown a lot of you how to do, how to keep from getting polish in your seams. Same technique. Now I'm using a Zen Tools machine. It's a 3-inch polisher. Before you run out and buy one though, one of the things that I've noticed is the on-off button. It has a lip at the top where you can turn it on, but getting it turned back off is a little tricky. So I can create this same setup with my PC7424 XP. So I can use a 3-inch, 4-inch, 5-inch, 6-inch pad on that machine, and I don't have a machine that's dedicated to one size. So that's just something you want to notice. I'm using this because that is what is available. So here I go. I've already shaken my product up very well, and I'm gonna see if I can get it to squeeze out of here. And here it comes. I'm gonna use about 2 drops, and I'm gonna see how well that works. So 2 pea-sized drops is all I'm using right there. And I'm gonna spread this around because I want to prime the pad. So I want to get polish all over the pad before I get started. And I don't know if the polish is going to be strong enough to remove the damage, but you can always start light and then work your way up. So that's what I'm doing. And I will see what it does. So here I go. And when I go to turn this thing off, you'll see what I'm talking about how difficult it is. Here I go. Now, one thing about this tool is these small pads are a little tricky to keep spinning. So you really have to pay attention to your pressure. Now, as I do this, and I see how this pad is acting, no matter what I do, it wants to fight the spinning. So what I'm about to do is change up my technique. Instead of using 9 to 14 pounds, I'm actually going to add pressure, and I'm going to kind of scrub the damage. And that's what I'm doing right now. I usually don't run into this issue with my PC7424. It's the first time I've used this tool, and I know why I don't have one in my arsenal. All right. So I'm actually scrubbing with the amount of pressure I'm using. And the amount of polish that I use actually works. It's the right amount. Okay, now I'm gonna go to turn this machine off. And since I already had fun trying to do that before, I got a little piece of something that I used to turn it off when I was playing with it. So now that we have that, we set my polisher down, and I am going to grab a towel. I'm actually using one of the moderately priced, made in China towels, the Minx, which is the rival to the Eagle Blue Edgeless. Let's see if it leaves any damage behind. Okay. Flip that puppy over and put the spit shine on her. And as you can see, that puppy looks pretty good. Now I can see down at the bottom here that I could hit this again, do some more work. As I look up at the top, I'm gonna get real close. The area that I concentrated in, very minor damage remaining. I could do another pass with the optimum polish. I could have started with the compound, and then I guarantee that would have took everything out. But I wanted to be, because I don't know how much coating is on top of these pillars. So I started with the lightest polish first, and I can work my way up if necessary. But I'm not gonna make you all sit through a long video as I go through the whole correction process. You now have an idea of what it takes to fix these B, A pillars, wherever. You got a C pillar here, I think, yeah. So what it takes to fix these pillars on the car. It's pretty much that simple. Get yourself a PC7424, get a 3-inch back plate, get a 3-inch pad, or it's like 3.25-inch pad, and you can knock these out. I've got a video where I've actually used that same setup to fix some, when I remove some vinyl decals. So you can jump over to my channel, Junkman 2000, and see that. So that's pretty much all it is to it, folks. I want you to pay attention to the fact the towel that I use, the Minx, the price is going to blow you away. Jump on the Rag Company's website, theradcompany.com, and check out the price of the Minx. You saw that it left no damage behind. It's a great towel. So that concludes another video, boys and girls. This is the Junkman coming from the studios of theradcompany.com, shining out.